A bakery clerk is boxing a dozen donuts.
A bakery clerk is boxing a dozen donuts.
A seafood clerk is shucking oysters at the counter.
A seafood clerk is shucking oysters at the counter.
A produce clerk is spraying mist on leafy greens.
A produce clerk is spraying mist on leafy greens.
A butcher is grinding beef through a grinder.
A butcher is grinding beef through a grinder.
A fishmonger is gutting a trout with a knife.
A fishmonger is gutting a trout with a knife.
A cheesemonger is cutting a wedge of cheddar.
A cheesemonger is cutting a wedge of cheddar.
A wine cellar is uncorking a bottle for a taste test.
A wine cellar is uncorking a bottle for a taste test.
A bartender is shaking a cocktail with ice.
A bartender is shaking a cocktail with ice.
A barista is tamping espresso grains into a portafilter.
A barista is tamping espresso grains into a portafilter.
A server is folding napkins into triangles.
A server is folding napkins into triangles.
A hostess is wiping down a menu with sanitizer.
A hostess is wiping down a menu with sanitizer.
A dishwasher is scraping food scraps into a trash can.
A dishwasher is scraping food scraps into a trash can.
A busboy is filling a water glass from a pitcher.
A busboy is filling a water glass from a pitcher.
A head chef is tasting sauce from a spoon.
A head chef is tasting sauce from a spoon.
A line cook is flipping burgers on a flat top.
A line cook is flipping burgers on a flat top.
A pastry chef is piping whipped cream onto a cake.
A pastry chef is piping whipped cream onto a cake.
A pizza maker is tossing dough in the air.
A pizza maker is tossing dough in the air.
A sushi chef is slicing salmon with a long knife.
A sushi chef is slicing salmon with a long knife.
A hibachi chef is squirting sake into a volcano onion.
A hibachi chef is squirting sake into a volcano onion.
A food truck worker is ladling chili into a paper bowl.
A food truck worker is ladling chili into a paper bowl.
Ice cream scooper is pressing a scoop into a tub.
The ice cream scooper is pressing a scoop into a tub.
A candy maker is pulling taffy on a hook.
A candy maker is pulling taffy on a hook.
A chocolatier is tempering chocolate on a marble slab.
A chocolatier is tempering chocolate on a marble slab.
A baker is removing a loaf of bread from an oven.
A baker is removing a loaf of bread from an oven.
A cake decorator is writing "Happy Birthday" with icing.
A cake decorator is writing "Happy Birthday" with icing.
A donut maker is dropping batter into hot oil.
A donut maker is dropping batter into hot oil.
A bagel maker is boiling bagels in water.
A bagel maker is boiling bagels in water.
A pretzel vendor is twisting dough into a pretzel shape.
A pretzel vendor is twisting dough into a pretzel shape.
A hot dog stand worker is squirting mustard on a bun.
A hot dog stand worker is squirting mustard on a bun.
A popcorn seller is scooping popcorn into a tub.
A popcorn seller is scooping popcorn into a tub.
A cotton candy maker is spinning sugar around a cone.
A cotton candy maker is spinning sugar around a cone.
A lemonade stand kid is squeezing lemons with a juicer.
A lemonade stand kid is squeezing lemons with a juicer.
A child is licking a lollipop in a park bench.
A child is licking a lollipop in a park bench.
A teenager is slurping noodles from a bowl.
A teenager is slurping noodles from a bowl.
A young adult is biting into an apple.
A young adult is biting into an apple.
A woman is peeling a banana with her fingers.
A woman is peeling a banana with her fingers.
A man is cracking a hard-boiled egg on the counter.
A man is cracking a hard-boiled egg on the counter.
A toddler is squishing a grapefruit in his fingers.
A toddler is squishing a grapefruit in his fingers.
A baby is gumming a teething biscuit.
A baby is gumming a teething biscuit.
A grandfather is sipping tea from a porcelain cup.
A grandfather is sipping tea from a porcelain cup.
A grandmother is blowing on hot soup to cool it.
A grandmother is blowing on hot soup to cool it.
A father is cutting a steak with a knife and fork.
A father is cutting a steak with a knife and fork.
A mother is spoon-feeding pure to an infant.
A mother is spoon-feeding pure to an infant.
A boy is drinking chocolate milk from a carton.
A boy is drinking chocolate milk from a carton.
A girl is licking yogurt off lid.
A girl is licking yogurt off lid.
A teenager is biting into a crunchy taco.
A teenager is biting into a crunchy taco.
A college student is microwaving a frozen burrito.
A college student is microwaving a frozen burrito.
An office worker is unwrapping a sandwich from foil.
An office worker is unwrapping a sandwich from foil.
A construction worker is eating a protein bar on a break.
A construction worker is eating a protein bar on a break.
A nurse is drinking coffee from a travel mug.
A nurse is drinking coffee from a travel mug.
A truck driver is opening a can of energy drink.
A truck driver is opening a can of energy drink.
A police officer is chewing gum while driving.
A police officer is chewing gum while driving.
A firefighter is gulping water from a bottle after a call.
A firefighter is gulping water from a bottle after a call.
A soldier is eating crackers from a pouch.
A soldier is eating crackers from a pouch.
A camper is roasting a marshmallow over a fire.
A camper is roasting a marshmallow over a fire.
A hiker is peeling an orange with his thumb.
A hiker is peeling an orange with his thumb.
A climber is eating a gel pack in a ledge.
A climber is eating a gel pack in a ledge.
A skier is drinking hot chocolate from a thermos.
A skier is drinking hot chocolate from a thermos.
A surfer is eating a burrito on the beach.
A surfer is eating a burrito on the beach.
A fisherman is spitting out a fishbone.
A fisherman is spitting out a fishbone.
A hunter is field dressing aider in the woods.
A hunter is field dressing aider in the woods.
A gardener is eating a cherry tomato off the vine.
A gardener is eating a cherry tomato off the vine.
A farmer is biting into a reware of corn.
A farmer is biting into a reware of corn.
A fruit picker is wiping a peach on his shirt.
A fruit picker is wiping a peach on his shirt.
A vendor is tasting a grape for sweetness.
A vendor is tasting a grape for sweetness.
A cook is licking batter off a spatula.
A cook is licking batter off a spatula.
A baker is sampling a crumb from a cookie.
A baker is sampling a crumb from a cookie.
A pastry chef is eating a broken macaron.
A pastry chef is eating a broken macaron.
A chocolatier is popping a truffle into his mouth.
A chocolatier is popping a truffle into his mouth.
A candy tester is chewing a piece of taffy.
A candy tester is chewing a piece of taffy.
A coffee roaster is sniffing freshly ground beans.
A coffee roaster is sniffing freshly ground beans.
A tea master is slurping a spoonful of brewed tea.
A tea master is slurping a spoonful of brewed tea.
A sommelier is spitting wine into a bucket.
A sommelier is spitting wine into a bucket.
A brewer is taking a sip of fermenting beer.
A brewer is taking a sip of fermenting beer.
A distiller is smelling thievepour from a still.
A distiller is smelling thievepour from a still.
A cheesemaker is tasting curds from a vat.
A cheesemaker is tasting curds from a vat.
A yogurt maker is checking tea texture with a spoon.
A yogurt maker is checking tea texture with a spoon.
A jam maker is dripping a drip onto a cold plate.
A jam maker is dripping a drip onto a cold plate.
A pickle maker is biting into a cucumber spear.
A pickle maker is biting into a cucumber spear.
A sauce maker is adjusting salt with a ladle.
A sauce maker is adjusting salt with a ladle.